Welcome, everybody, to another training. Today's session is all about how to become an expert copywriter. And an expert copywriter, the best way I can put it is you become an expert by writing. People all the time. One of my friends has a TV show that he produced, and people ask him all the time, "Man, how did you get so good on camera?" He's like, "Well, I got in front of a camera and I started speaking to it a lot." So the best way you become a good copywriter is you write. Now, there are some tips and tricks I can teach you on how to become a better copywriter. One is you need to blog. Blogging helps you write, and it'll people will critique it, and it helps your creative juices in your mind go. You'll avoid writer's block, and you can just go. And Medium is really, really good because it's a free blogging site. A, you don't have to pay for it. B, what they do is they kind of use the best articles and they put them up top. So here, popular on Medium. These are the ones that are getting the most engagement. You can't pay for these. There is no other way to get up here except for getting traffic to these pages and getting people to engage with your blog. But let's say, for example, you are in the health industry. So I'll just type in health. Let's go health habits. So jail time for junk food, and I can how to make better decisions. Let's see if we can find. Um, let's see if we can jail time for junk food. It's a 4-minute read, and I scroll down. I read through this, and the whole time is I'm taking notes on kind of the way they're saying things, the way they're formatting it, and the way they're kind of writing this out. And the cool thing is that I can kind of format my own blogs or my own articles similar to this. Another company is on it. If you've ever seen Joe Rogan, he's a big sponsor of theirs, but it's, for health, and you have a bunch of stuff, supplements, foods, fitness, apparel, really anything you can think of, they have. And, if you want articles and you want to kind of see the way they're positioning stuff, you can definitely find it on the site. And then you can just go through it and see how they're writing out their posts and how they're syndicating their stuff. And then you can kind of copy, quote unquote, copy what they're doing into your own business. So that's how you become a better copywriter. The other thing is you can look through other landing pages. So one good secret is, if you see an ad on Facebook, odds are that ad is meant to be in front of you, and that ad, if the advertiser is doing a good job, is based on your likes and your interest and things you want to be engaging with. So if the advertiser is doing a good job, that ad should have some relevance to you. Either you're getting retargeted because you are on a site for something. If you go on Amazon and you look up, pair of shoes, those shoes follow you everywhere, or a book, or whatever you do, all of a sudden you see that everywhere. But you also have advertisers organically on Facebook that aren't retargeting you just yet. But those posts, typically you can click on those and see how people are writing out their Facebook posts to get good at copywriting those. Or if you need like a long form sales page, clicking on it, you don't necessarily have to buy anything they're selling. But what you can do is just go through and see how they're positioning themselves and how they're doing everything that they are. And you can see kind of the way they're writing things and the way they're positioning images. And that's how you become a better copywriter is you just start writing a lot. Now, if you have issues and you're kind of like me where you like to write, but the way you like to write is you like to have kind of like a brain dump and you get it all out there on a Word doc or whatever it is. And then you just need someone to kind of clean it up. Look at like if you don't have anyone on your team that can do it, look up like a Fiverr or Elance, and they can edit it for you. And that way you get better results and you focus on your strengths and avoid your weaknesses. So here you can just kind of keep going through the sales page, kind of seeing all the testimonials that he has, and this is for a free offer. But you can kind of go through it and go through it and go through it. And then, oh, look at this. Okay, I like the bold with the check mark. Cool, copy that. And then copy their formatting, take parts of the page you like and implement your own style. That's the best way to do it. Another tool I use, especially for headlines, but in copywriting, you don't want to use the same word all the time. So I literally just go to Google and I type in thesaurus and thesaurus.com, and then you can type in any word that you want. Let's just go with good. And it'll come up, with synonyms of good. And then if you're looking for a word to replace good, oh, hey, wonderful. I would not have thought of wonderful or marvelous. This works really well with headlines, but you can just come here and type in a word and it'll come up with synonyms for you. And then you can just kind of pick one that works for your, sentence or your headline or whatever you're doing. But that's kind of the key. Those are some of the keys to becoming an expert copywriter. Is literally just start writing, start going out there, start doing it. Blogging helps you a lot because you're not necessarily driving traffic that's going to cost you money to these blog posts, but it does increase your digital footprint. It gets your message out there. It makes you look more like an expert. It's free publicity. And if it's doing a good job and people are engaging with it, you get free publicity on Medium's actual site. So they'll boost your post for you. And that's a good way to become an expert blog, writer and copywriter. The next thing you can do is go to sites and company sites that are your competitors or people in the similar industry as you, and just look at how they're writing things and branding it. And then another thing is you can go to thesaurus.com and you can come up with a bunch of synonyms and improve your sentences a lot. And make sure you focus on your strengths, not your weaknesses. So if you're a lot like me and you just like to brain dump, have someone on your team kind of edit it for you, or just hire an editor and have them edit it after your brain dump. You'll love the results. I look forward to you becoming an expert copywriter.